I thought I would walk you through what's important to know about your bowel movement. We have to talk about it. I know that it's so taboo, but that tells so much of what's going on in your gut and the health of your gut or problem with your gut, and there are solutions. So I will walk you through that. I will share my screen so you can see. Here we go. First of all, I'll bring you to my website. My website is Chef Agathe, simply chefagathe.com. And then I'll bring you to the homepage. There is the homepage here. And then you go to resources. And that's where you have all sorts of information that are very useful for you. So we will talk about psyllium husk to do first thing in the morning. You make a mixture of 1 teaspoon. You can start with less if you know the texture is bothering you. 1 teaspoon of psyllium and 8 ounces of water. I definitely room temperature or lukewarm, but please don't use boiling water because then you'll just destroy the nutrients in the psyllium husk. And then I will show you as well here. So on my page here, you see there is a link, psyllium husk powder. That link will bring you to Dr. 𝗧𝗶𝗺𝗀, and she explains everything there is to know about the psyllium husk and how it helps with digestive stress, drug, and then if there is a drug interaction, so you have to know about that. She is amazing. And of course, I suggest that you get organic. I mean, think of it, that the more non-organic product you put in your body, the more your gut microbiome is struggling because it's not meant to receive all those man-made chemical. The next thing that you have a link here. And then again, Dr. Robin 𝗪𝗪𝗀, and then she explained, she calls it stool nirvana. And what it is when your stool is what it should be, you really feel amazing. I'm sure you had that feeling. You go to the washroom and then you have a bowel movement and you feel you're totally emptied and you feel amazing. And that is simply because, now I'll bring you to the Bristol stool chart. It's simply because you had one that is a type number 4. That's the best one to have. And then it explains on that chart what happens with the other one. So the type 1, lack of water, lumpy, again, sausage-shaped crack in the surface. There's also a question of water. Fiber, of course, all plays into, it comes into play here. And then when you get this liquid consistency, it's simply because there you go, inflammation and diarrhea. So inflammation starts actually at 5, which is soft blob with clear-cut edges. So, that's what, and also, I don't have it here, but if you go to Dr. B, let me just grab this for a second here. I have Dr. B right here. There is an amazing podcast, and I'll just stop it here, that is with the Diary of a CEO, and he explains in that podcast all about poo. And he talks poo and gut scientist. That's Dr. B. But he'll talk about all that you need to know, and it's so important. The thing that is mentioned as well is a squatty pot. And why do I keep saying to people, get a squatty pot? That's like a game changer. So when you go on and you sit on the toilet, when the angle isn't right, you see what happened? Your bowel movement has to go over, do a detour to get out. Whereas when you have a squatty pot, the angle is perfect to just bring it down. You create a funnel, basically, and it just, it comes down easily. You can have a squatty pot. You can have a little step stool that you sit on. Something, of course, that is easy. Think of it, that you're in your washroom and that you will leave in your washroom. Ideally, you just don't bring what you have in your washroom back in your kitchen, touch it and move it around. It's just for hygiene. So think of what you would have if you put a pile of books on the floor. Well, that might be easy to clean around the pile of books. So think of that. But the squatty pot is a game changer. Please get that one. The other thing, of course, that Dr. Robin Ken will talk a lot, and so does Dr. B. Fiber, fiber, fiber. So water here, important to drink your water, but also to eat, have your fiber. And down below, if you keep going down on my resource page, you'll see that what I suggest for breakfast, this is all amazing sources of fiber. Beautiful presentation that, of course, helps with, eating more. You can have a savory breakfast as well. It doesn't have to all be always a sweet breakfast. And then I have a recipe here, as well as an oil-free vinaigrette. And then here, when you keep going, I explain how to prepare the salad, which is all the fiber, again, that you need. And you cut it ahead of time so you can assemble salad quickly. And then here, more recipes. So you see that raw borscht is amazing to help you, of course. And the raw borscht, what's neat about it is it will tell you your transit time, because you have the beet, and the beet will color, of course, your, you see it in the blood for one, in your urine for one thing. You'll see that it has gone through, and then your stool is gonna be changing color as well. So you see the color. So that's awesome. So your transit time. I haven't talked about transit time, and Dr. Ken, I'm sure, sorry, I'm scrolling up here. No, don't want to make you dizzy. But when you talk about your transit time, there is here, it says masterclass on how to fix digestive issue and gut health. It's one with Mel Robbins, and she talks about the transit time there. So does Dr. B. I will add Dr. B actually to my resource here, so you can listen to him as well. So transit time, really what it is, and she might talk about it here. Actually, she talks about the different color of poo and what it means, and the consistency and what it means, and the clarity, the cut. I mean, she talks about everything. She also talks about if your stool is odorless, or like, next to nothing, you don't need to use spray and air out the bathroom for hours. That's ideal. And then when you wipe clean, that means that you use the tissue, the toilet paper, sorry. And then when you wipe, it's not like, it's clean, like there's almost nothing there. So that is a healthy poo. And whereas the foul smelling and making a mess kind of poo, it's not a healthy poo. So she talks about that. She doesn't talk about transit into here, but I'll put the link to Dr. B so you can know about transit time. I mean, what it is, and no, I don't think, here, actually in the health line, I think they talk about the transit time. Oh yeah, right here. So they talk about constipation. And what it is 3 bowel movements per week. I mean, what it is with your bowel movement is when you eat, digestion happen between 18 and 24 hours. So if it's not coming out, what's happening? It's sitting in you. It's not meant to stay in you. So it's meant to be, exit your body. So make sure that you drink enough water. That helps, and of course the fiber and the exercise. All those things help. So here she says that's health line. So if constipation may be caused by change to your diet. So if your diet doesn't have enough fiber, you might get constipated, of course. Not enough activity, physical activity. Some medication could cause it, and not drinking enough water. Okay, so that's what I have to say about your poo. You must poo. How many meals you eat in a day? If it's 3, I mean, it should be 3, at least 2. So make sure that happens. And look at it, turn around, look at what's in the bowl. You'll know how you're doing. On that note, love food that loves you back. And food with fiber will love you back, because you will have a healthy bowel movement daily. That's for sure. Wishing you a wonderful day. Bye-bye.